Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the United Star. Today we have Sid from the Stretford Way and Vishesh to do the player ratings for the Leipzig game. I'm buzzing. I don't even know whom we play. I've already told them before this video that if they give any player less than 7, I'm going to kick them out of this interview. So let me start with Sid first of all. David De Gea, the man is back. How much do you rate him?
I'd give him a solid eight. He was. I don't think he had to do too much because the defense actually did their job really well today. So I'd give him a solid eight because he's been consistent for the past few games, and I'm absolutely loving what he's doing now.
Yeah, you give him an 8, I'd give him a 9.5. Made two brilliant reflex saves that he had to turn up for, and absolutely brilliant. I don't know why you're giving him an 8. Vishesh, Spider-Man, Aaron Van Bissaka is back, and he is locking the right hand side down.
Look, Prasham, I think you're drunk because if you're going to give De Gea a 9.5, then the rest of the squad should just be a 10 because De Gea had hardly that much to do except for two saves. With that
Exactly,
being said,
exactly.
when we're talking about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think a solid 9. He made those slide tackles. He kept that City Loney on the side who apparently scored 4 goals. Oh, Angelino, he's going to score so much against United. Well, Aaron Wan-Bissaka casually pockets Angelino, Mbappe, Neymar. It's just something that we're used to now. So I'd give him a solid 9 for the
Yeah.
tackles that he was making.
Vishesh, you know what the joke out here is that this is the only time Angelino gets mentioned in the same breath as Mbappe and Neymar. The man is an average player, to put it in his own words. He's average at best. And
And
all
he
this
called
talk
us
about,
average. He
yeah,
called us
yeah,
average a
yeah, that's
couple
what I'm
of
saying.
games
To put
back.
it in his own words, he's an average player at best. But Vishesh, all this talk about Van Bissaka going forward, if he defends like this, I really don't care. Uh,
Exactly.
Sid, let's get back to our captain. I'm going to do our captain first from the centre back, Harry Maguire. I also want you to rate him on how he's bounced back from where he was. Fans and the media included had absolutely berated him, and
Yeah.
just not this game, but every game he's done well. But today specifically, what do you think? How was his performance?
First of all, I don't understand what it is with United players coming in the spotlight when it comes to media. Like even when the whole Greenwood Foden thing happened, uh, the media only focused on Greenwood and then started picking out small things he'd done. And I think it's just an agenda against United players. But the way Maguire bounced back after the international break when he got a red or something during that time, right? Yeah, but the way
Yeah.
he bounced back, he was exceptional in against Newcastle. He was very good against Chelsea, and I think he was very good today too. So a good 8.59 would do for Harry Maguire as the
And let
captain.
me let me just
Right.
come in here, Prasham. I don't think he was injured against PSG. I think Ole did very smart by letting him out against PSG because if that game would have gone down the wrong way, it would have gone through Harry Maguire's
Yeah,
throat again.
true.
So I think that was great
Yeah.
management by our manager.
Yeah. So Vishesh, why don't you do the rating for Victor Lindelof and then their partnership in general as well?
I think their partnership's growing, Prasham. As you said, it's going back to the post-COVID, stretch of games that we won, and we kept multiple clean sheets. It's the second clean sheet of the season after Chelsea, and again we had Lindelof and Maguire at the back. I think Lindelof stuck to his tasks as Maguire did, and I would give him a solid 8, 8.5. But I think the
Yeah.
partnership is growing, and the confidence is there to be seen with those players.
Hey, Vishesh, I have a
Absolutely.
question here.
Absolutely.
Would you want to see more of Tuanzebe with Lindelof or Maguire, or and probably Tuanzebe developing into one of the centre back pairing?
I have
Either
always
one of them.
wanted Maguire and Tuanzebe. I want to see that partnership grow. That's a partnership I personally want to see. But this is what I want to say, and obviously we don't want to stretch this. This is where squad depth and competition plays a big role. We're seeing De Gea rise because of Henderson. We're seeing Luke Shaw having better performances because of Alex Telles. We're seeing our centre backs, getting competition after what Tuanzebe did. So that's playing a big role in all these players.
Yeah.
Yeah. No question. No question. So Vishesh has already mentioned Luke Shaw, so it's his turn to be put through the sword as you might say on other days. But what do you think, Sid?
So yeah, I think the competition with Alex Telles has improved Luke Shaw massively, and I'll give him a solid 9 for this. for his performance today. He was very 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 good today. Absolutely
Yeah, I think
gorgeous.
nine is stretching it. I think nine is stretching it a little bit. I'd personally give Luke Shaw about a 7.5. But but
De Gea gets a 9.5. Luke Shaw gets a 7.5. Okay.
Pressure.
Vishesh, what about the veteran Nemanja Matic, the base of our diamond?
I think he did what we wanted him to do. He protected our defense. Ensured he was pivotal for the diamond to work. So
Mhm.
he kept the ball well. He passed it to the right players at the right time. Slowed down the game when it was needed. And I think he stuck to his job, and an 8 would suffice for Matic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agreed with that. Let's now move to our sort of our Brazilian running machine in Fred. Sid. What do you rate Fred today? He just didn't stop running.
So Fred is my man of the match. I don't know about you guys, but Fred is definitely my man of the match, and I'll give him a
You can't know, Sid. I'm just going to stop you there. You can't score a hat trick and not be given man of the match. But go on.
but then you have to look like Rashford
I
came
mean,
on
I
for
think
the
I
last
think
No,
he's
30
no.
talking
minutes.
from a holistic approach. That's fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
but Sir Marcus Rashford deserves man of the match. But anyway, Fred, how do you rate Fred?
Fred, I'll give him. I want to say 10, but 10 would be like too much. So a nine and a half. Nine and a
So as
half for
much as
Fred
De
because
Gea.
he was just brilliant throughout the game. And one more thing I want to add about Matic is that if you saw the game today, he was commanding the defense, and that is something a player like Scott McTominay wouldn't have done. So that is what we actually need in a. Then that is actually why we need Matic in that role.
Right,
So today I
right,
think Matic was also brilliant.
right. And Vishesh, what about Paul Pogba? Did you think he was playing for France today?
Paul Pogba, I think again it goes down to the management of the player. I think he wasn't completely fit the previous games. There were few games where he was dropped because of the performances, and then Ole gave him the chance out here, and he's proved his worth. Right, that assist for Mason Greenwood, fabulous. The way he was running all over the field, great. He's got 90 minutes under his belt, a solid 9 for Paul Pogba. I think he was one of the best, one of the good players before we started the massacre. I think he's someone who would have gone on the same level as Fred, and if the massacre wouldn't have taken place, probably could have been a man of the match.
Yeah. Sid, we mentioned Pogba. Now I'm going to come to another whipping boy of the media, Mason Greenwood. How many tears do you think the English press has cried today after seeing the goal Mason Greenwood has scored on his Champions League debut, full debut, that is?
I don't know. I don't want to sit and count because there are probably trillions and zillions. Because I think today two people shut two different out. So Marcus Rashford absolutely shut the government up by what he did off the pitch, and Mason Greenwood shut the media up by what he did on the pitch. And I think the media is completely wrong for stating him, calling him out, and all that. So I think Mason Greenwood absolutely shut them up now. So I don't think the media, the English press is going to have a good day today.
What do you rate him though? 9, 10, 9.5?
8.5, 9, yeah, something like that.
Well, anyway,
Prashant,
moving on, Vishesh, to Tony Martial. He's finally got off the mark. You know, if there's one player who probably wasn't looking as sharp, is probably Martial today.
I agree. Like if I had to pick a player that I think from the starting 11 did not have that much of an impact on the game, it would probably be Martial. But then again, wait, was it Martial who got the penalty for us? I'm so confused
Yeah,
when.
he
yeah,
won the
Yeah.
he
penalty.
did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
So
won
are
the
you
penalty.
seeing the trend? PSG also Martial won the penalty. I think his slick movement within the box.
Spurs against Spurs, Martial won the penalty as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Alongside that, I do remember there was all. I mean, I think he needs that confidence, which was missing because I remember in the first half he made Fred won the ball and gave a beautiful ball to Martial, and he ran down the flank, and Martial was giving it to Greenwood, but he just couldn't get the pass right. So I think this goal would give him a lot of confidence. I wouldn't put him in the 9 category. I would probably put him in a 8 category because he didn't have the best of games. But yeah, another goal to start. I mean, kicks off the season. Our player of the year last season. So hopefully, there's more to come from Anthony.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. And it's good that there's more to come from some players, man. It means that we haven't peaked yet. It means that there's more to the squad. But now, before I get to the substitutions, Sid, I want a rating for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today. I think he's
One second.
outsmarted
Please,
Baby
let me
Mourinho.
come in here. We cannot forget someone all Manchester United players want, like fans wanted this specific player to
Exactly.
play. His name is Donny.
Oh, Donny van de
Even
Beek.
yes.
Yes,
let
yes,
me let
yes,
me
of
say
course.
something. I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes,
people
Sid.
people may not realize how, because he didn't assist anything, he didn't do anything fashionable of that sort, but the way he was making those key passes and the movement of the ball plus those small trickeries here and there to maintain the ball under a lot of pressure, that's the reason we've got him. And he is going to get game
Yeah.
time. Ole knows how to manage this side, and for that reason I think I would not put him in the category of 9 or 9.5. He did his job well, and that's what we need. So I would give Van de Beek a solid 8 on his Manchester United Champions League debut.
David. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So Vishesh, all the build up in my question, what do you make of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer outsmarting, outthinking, tactically outplaying baby Mourinho? Julian Nagelsmann did not know what was going on. His performance, Nagelsmann's tactical performance today was as absurd as his choice of clothing.
Rasham, let me be. I've told you this before. I have been a fan of Ole, and Ole always turns up in the big games. Cancel out Spurs because I guess we can. I'm going to put that to preseason not happening. All other games that we've played, either against the
Mhm.
top six or against a bigger side in the Champions League last season or this season, it's been an amazing performance by our side. We turn up, we get the tactics right, and we cannot take Ole at fault. His substitution was spot on. He knew this game was there for the taking and more goals were there. He brought on the right players. So I mean, it's if someone says that I'm not going to give Ole a 10 in this game, I mean, I'm speechless then.
Sid, Sid, what do you
I'd
think? I mean,
I'd give Ole a 10.
what do you think?
I'd give Ole a 10.
I mean,
I
you
would
don't
definitely
have to
give Ole.
because Vishesh said.
No, no, I would, because if you remember, I was talking about a diamond, and that's exactly what he did. He absolutely killed everyone in the Leipzig team. His team killed everyone in the Leipzig team, and this was an amazing match. He got everything spot on.
Yeah, yeah. Vishesh said apart from the Spurs game, I'd like to say apart from the Spurs game in semi-finals, Ole always shows up. But moving on again, I'm going to ask this one to Sid because let's get Sid's views in on a certain person who should have apparently left football and focused on off-field activities, according to the British media. What do you think, Sid? Sir Marcus Rashford, soon to be,
Yes,
absolutely
definitely.
destroyed that Leipzig defense.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. He was fantastic, and I think one of the best players on the pitch alongside Fred. I mean, you come in as a substitute and you get a hat trick in. I mean, that was amazing. His performance today was absolutely amazing.
And you know what I
I
like
think,
about it, Sid? I'll tell you. What I liked about it is first touch, goal. Finish against the goalkeeper one on one, calm as you like it. Two different finishes he showed us. Calm as you like it, completely does it. Blasts one into the
definitely.
roof of the net. He showed no nerve. I don't think he has nerves, man. I don't think this guy has nerves. He just does it. He just does it on big night. Let me move on. Let me move on, Vishesh, to you with our Portuguese Magnifico, Bruno Fernandes, coming on and providing two assists. Sorry, was it three? I don't even remember. Absolutely
I
destroyed
don't think
again.
Bruno was in the mood of scoring any goals today because I'm gonna say this. He got a free kick, chipped it to Martial. Martial couldn't connect. He had a clear on chance to goal. Let's get Cavani to score a goal even though he's offside. What's the harm?
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, the goal Rashford scored, goal number 2. He had eyes at the back of his head. Like, how do you realize that you have a player standing in your own half making a run? It's fabulous, and this is what we need at this club. Getting such players on, and seeing such an impact being made, it's speechless, Prasham. I mean, we saw him as a captain against PSG.
Yeah.
Today we saw him. We call Marcus Rashford a super sub. I call Bruno Fernandes another super sub, because the way he was connecting play and shifting it from defense to attack, it was fabulous. And he's someone I would give a 10 on 10.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it were up to me, I'd give a lot of 10 on 10s today. But I heard that I was looking at the screen, and I think Kiko McKenna was talking a lot to Rashford, and he was making a lot of signals. I think in the end, I think he just pointed towards Ole and said that, you know what, just go and do what he did. And Rashford did exactly that. To
Mm.
score a second half hat trick is something that Ole Gunnar Sol to score second half goals is something that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to do, is bread and butter. And I think it's
Mm.
showing it, especially in the strikers. It's showing slowly, slowly. They're making those smart runs. They're getting into positions to score. So all in all, a very positive performance. You've seen Sid and Vishesh give brilliant ratings. Obviously, I've forced their hand as well because I didn't allow them to give ratings below 7. But we've done that in the past. We've said no one gets more than 5 today. When you win 5-0, no one gets less than a 7. So that's it from us, guys. Subscribe to the United Star, follow the Stretford Way on Instagram, and we will see you all before the Arsenal game where Jesse Lingard is going to outshine everyone else. See you all soon. Bye bye.